Hey everyone, I'm out. Hey everyone, I'm blah. Hey somebody, I'm in. So yeah, we're doing a state of the channel thing or whatnot. Basically, Hunk and I simply talk about what the title says. It's gonna be a little bit like that Q&A vid I did over a year ago.
Almost thought we might have been doing another one of those instead.
I mean, there were good questions asked. Problem was, there wasn't a lot to answer. We had to come up with the rest to answer ourselves.
Valid point.
But yeah, I figured this might be good to talk about stuff. Anyways, let's get to it. So, it's been about... how long since we ended that whole war over the Shard?
Almost a month now, based on this video's upload date.
Guess I don't have to worry about getting any cobwebs. Yet.
As glad as we are to get that disaster resolved, some of our regular viewers seem to be more focused on the particular choice that was made at the end.
Oh yeah, that running gag with the multiple dream sequences has been living in my head rent-free that I've been wanting to do for shits and giggles. And also as a way to, lighten up the mood after I ended it with her.
But that part with Corsica's relationship ending did happen?
It did. Although I will let you in on a little secret. Probably not a good one, but it's something I gotta get off my chest. Thing is, I was already deciding to end it with Corsica. Like, I just wasn't feeling it with her anymore. I also dropped some really subtle hints about who I would choose throughout the series, even if they were vague. It was also a low-key way of providing closure to that part of the story.
So, there won't be any chance of her coming back in the foreseeable future, even if it was for something platonic.
Yeah, sadly this is where the story with me and Corsica comes to an end. I mean, maybe a few years from now I might have some ideas to bring her back in. But even if I did, it's very likely it won't end with us getting back together. And such a reunion would be platonic, like you said.
But for now, do you think she's gonna be okay?
I'm sure she will be. Heartbroken as she was, she's smart and mature enough to eventually heal from this. I don't think there's any need to worry about her going on some vendetta against us or doing something drastic. But overall, I'm pretty sure she's gonna be okay in the long run.
Aside from that, how are things with Himeno going?
We're doing okay. I mean, we're already working to move past all this. But, yeah, things between us are working out.
As long as you're not going on any more breaks.
Hunk, there is this thing called learning from your mistakes.
As long as the record is set straight.
Sure. But moving on to a more technical level. I'm sure most of you probably know that Himeno's model I'm using in the latest series is not like any of the other character models I've used or made so far.
Yeah, it's not something like downloading a rigged 3D model from DeviantArt or porting a Gary's mod model into Blender. How'd you pull that off?
Glad you asked. The secret is, this version of Hemi is actually from The Sims 4. I created Himeno in The Sims 4 a while ago to match her original appearance to the best of my ability. Till recently, I discovered a special tool called Sims Ripper, which allowed me to extract literally any sim made into a portable file with a fully rigged model. I was blown away at the possibilities of this. So I did exactly that with her, in many different outfits too, including her tactical outfit. And now we've got my own modified iteration of Hemi animated and posed in Blender, just like us.
And you even managed to get her working in Gary's mod too.
Yeah, although it's not completely functional. That was literally the first mod I ever made for Gary's mod. And it was a massive pain.
But what about your model?
Well, my model's a different story. I just simply swapped some parts and retextured them to a more unique style. I also managed to port it to Gary's mod too. Only this was much harder to get working.
But the results make it all worth it in the end, right?
Yeah, it is.
You know there's something else that's been on my mind. Has anyone ever asked you about RPing Resident Evil 7?
Yeah, I think it was only once, but I never even got in that game. Nor did I have any interest in getting it. Plus, the modding community doesn't really have any interest in modding it either.
What about Resident Evil 6?
I have 6, but I don't plan to make any videos with it. But there's also an interesting story involving that. I actually tried to stream Resident Evil 6 once from my Twitch account many years ago. I found a few cool mods that I found to have fit perfectly for my character. It was to be a similar concept to the RP series I do now. Called it Hammer the Movie or something. But after I ended the stream about a quarter way through, I saw that the stream output was completely blurred the whole time.
You're kidding.
I had no idea why it was blurred like that or what caused it. Hell, it didn't even have the VOD saved either.
The hell kind of settings were you using?
Hell if I know. I could never figure out how to get the best quality out of OBS. And yes, that was the recording app I used at the time, which proved to be shit given my experience with it.
You haven't really talked about your Twitch in a long time.
Because I don't really like to stream anymore, much less on Twitch. I wouldn't recommend following me on there either. I mean, you can if you want to, but you're really not going to get anything out of it. There's also another thing I've been meaning to talk about. I know I did a shout out of his channel about 2 years ago in my community posts, but I want to give another shout out to Sathorvin's channel. I highly recommend you check the stuff out. He's recently been doing retrospective videos, but his older content was part of what inspired me with the concept of doing roleplay series. I usually hang out in his Discord server as well. If you ever join his community, you'll likely find me there. Just please don't be weird about it. But there's another reason I bring this up. In his server, I made a few series of short skits called Life with Hammer, which is sort of an extra mini-series as part of my little hobby here.
When did you start making those?
Really long ago. Somewhere before the first Gary's Mod series, Phantom Pursuit.
They're only in the Discord server. Why not upload them here in the usual places?
I never intended on making them public. Like I said, any fans of Sathorvin inside his Discord should be able to watch them with no issues. But if our viewers here really want to see the Life with Hammer skits on this platform, then I'll see what I can do to bring them out. That also reminds me of this little thing I try to do. You know those moments in some of the videos where I put the names, viewer, you person, or whatnot over the heads of random extras? Well, it was a funny way for some viewers to immerse themselves in the setting. I'll probably do more of it, but just a topic I wanted to talk about.
We also always seem to pose by image and only animate on occasion.
That's because animating in general is hard. Taking poses and saving them is easier than going through each frame and making sure the animation doesn't get weird in Blender. But I will admit, sometimes I can get a little lazy about it.
I also wondered if we could ever get these Gary's mod maps into Blender as well.
I tried that many times with all the tools there are to do so. None of them worked. It's a whole different beast than with character models and other objects. The last time I tried, the mesh got in there, but it wasn't importing the textures and some other static props for some reason.
So, with all that discussion, I think we should move on to the biggest question. What are we planning to do next in the future?
As of now, I'm taking a little break. Finishing the Shard series kind of burnt me out. Well, not as much as the Resident Evil 4 RP series did. But speaking of Resident Evil 4, I do have plans to move forward with the release of a few more mods for everyone to play with. 2 of which are from the RP series, and maybe I'll work on a 3rd one that'll be brand new. But yeah, I'm gonna be working towards releasing more RE4R mods, while also adding a few new variations to a previously released mod of a certain character.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I might make another RP ambience vid, but I'm also thinking about doing a little mini RP series with another indie game.
What indie game will it be?
I'd rather keep it as a surprise for now.
I wonder if you'll make a few RP ambience vids based on some flashbacks at the Romanian village. A lot of people miss seeing Cassandra.
Yeah, I did have some ideas about doing that once. I might call it Echoes of Resident Hammer or Echoes of Castle Domitresque, but I don't know about doing that anymore, given that I've moved on.
I said flashbacks, Hammer. It doesn't have to take place in the present.
Again, not sure if our regular viewers would still be interested or get confused about it. I mean, maybe if they really want that, then maybe I'll add it to the list. Especially since I have another big RP series in mind. Although this one might not involve me specifically. But we may be coming back to XCOM 2 for that one.
Back to XCOM 2 again. If this isn't a continuation, then what it'll be about?
You know how we ran into a certain character back in Spain? Well, this next major chapter may shed some more light around how he came back, as well as some other mysteries and details.
Why do I feel like I know who you're referring to?
Like I said, it'll be a while before I'm ready to start working on it, given I have a few other things on my mental roadmap. Anyways, I think that's about all I'm willing to talk about.
We're breaking a lot of fourth walls today, aren't we?
This whole video is about us breaking fourth walls here.
At least it's better than doing another React vid.
Which was just a one-time thing, because there's a whole new Resident Evil game coming. Don't expect it to be a regular thing. Anyways, thanks for sticking by. Appreciate all the support and kind words. Until next time, I'm going to bed.